What's up, guys? NBA talk for October 6th, 2017. Friday basketball for you. We're going to talk about two games. I missed the Cavaliers game, so I probably won't cover that. There's also the Chicago Bulls Milwaukee game going on. I won't be probably covering that either. Just there's a couple of games that are going down right now. So I'm going to be talking about the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers, which I'm about to talk about now. And then the next video, I'm going to talk about the New York Knicks and the Washington Wizards. So the Boston Celtics win this game 110 to 102 Philadelphia 76ers. It was a very good match, a very good showing of young talent. Very good showing of young talent. I'm going to start off with the 76ers, which basically it was pretty much all about Ben Simmons. Straight up. All about Ben Simmons tonight. It was really a highlight reel for Ben Simmons. Well, he didn't do too much at all. He played 23 minutes. He got 8 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, and he turned the ball over 5 times, but he stole the ball 3 times. So there's a learning curve here for him. But one thing for sure I see about Ben Simmons is definitely he has a point guard mentality. He definitely has a point guard mentality, which I like. He's gonna go far with this. I think he might end up being a triple-double guy. The only problem is for me is his offensive game. That might be a problem. He shot 2 for 6 from the free throw line. That's bad. But of course, I'm gonna start off with this. This is my first game watching the 76ers. I know they already had a couple of preseason games already. This is my first time looking at the 76ers right now. So this is a new feel for me. This is the first time I'm looking at Ben Simmons. He looked like he had the mentality of a point guard, trying to get everybody involved. Got Bayless involved, got Redick involved, got Covington involved, Amir Johnson. He had a point guard mentality. The only real issue so far, first time issue, we might see something different next time. Ben Simmons needs to start developing that offensive game. He needs to start clicking in with the offense in terms of points. So hopefully we can see some of that. But other than that, that's cool with him. He just learning, doing his thing, having a point guard mentality. 5 assists, good start for him. You had J.J. Redick, the veteran, 12 points. You had Jared Bayless with 15 points, 3 for 5 from the three-point range, courtesy of Ben Simmons. Covington shot 2 for 9, which is not good. 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. It's still the preseason. Amir Johnson with 12 points, 5 rebounds and assists, and 2 block shots. I think he's the oldest out of everybody. Maybe Bayless as well. Maybe Bayless is older than everybody. Then you come off the bench. You have Okafor with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Humphreys was in this game. Holmes, a little bit long-time Philadelphia player. We saw T.J. McConnell, Anderson, and a couple others. Nobodies. I don't know who they are. So we just saw a bevy of young talent and veterans in this game. Nothing too surprising, nothing standing out. They shot 47% from the field, 45% from the three-point range, which is absolutely good. They rebound the ball good with 48 and 28 assists, which is absolutely solid, and 12 steals. Great job. So that's it for the 76ers. I see them making the playoffs or trying to do so. I might change up. Let's see what happens. The Boston Celtics. We saw a lot of Kyrie Irving. He played a much better game than the last one I saw him in. 21 points, 7 for 14 from the field, 5 for 7 for the three-point range. He was just dancing on everybody, using his ball handling skills, his ISO, his dribblings, crossovers. He's just doing all he can to create space. And Al Horford, he did his thing with 7 points, 5 rebounds. No, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 block shots. We got to see Jason Tatum in the starting lineup. I'm not sure if he was playing the 4 or the 3rd. Yeah, actually, I would say he was playing the 4. He had 9 points, 5 rebounds, and assists. He looked pretty solid in that lineup, and I like this lineup. Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, and Jaylen Brown. Maybe they will switch things up because they still have Morris, who hasn't played yet. We'll see what happens. Maybe he will be inserted into the lineup because he's dealing with that court issue. But Jason Tatum looked like he belonged in the starting lineup, and that might actually happen because this guy looks like he is a scoring dude. So you have Gordon Hayward, who's also seemed to be a good passer. 9 points, 5 assists in this game. That's a good stuff. With Al Horford, who's a top-tier passing big man. And then you have Kyrie Irving, who's still learning how to pass the ball. He's now the main ball handler. Sometimes Gordon Hayward, who plays some playmaking skills, you could say. So you got some playmakers in the starting lineup. Jaylen Brown, 10 points in this game, a much better scoring aspect since the last one. He played defense. He was 4 for 8. That's all I could say because he was physical. He was playing defense, playing both ends of the court. I think this season he'll try to define who he is in this roster for sure. He's going to try to find his place in the rotation. Either is in the starting lineup or the bench. He might end up coming off the bench because he might still needs to prove himself a little bit more. I think that's why I'm thinking Morris is going to be inserted into the lineup, playing at the 4, and then have Gordon Hayward play at the 2, and then Jason Tatum at the 3. So we'll see what happens with Jaylen Brown because I'm very interested in his play because he seemed like a guy who has a good upside alongside with Jason Tatum. And then the bench. Not so good in the shooting because the last game they were looking good. Nader, he shot 1 for 8, not like he did in the last game. He was looking good. Bynes, 12 points, 5 rebounds. He's a solid big man to keep. He's a solid big man to keep. That's a good pickup for this team. A good screener, big man. Maybe he could spread the floor a little bit with his shooting. We'll see what happens. Marcus Smart, he's going to do his thing. He got all hustle. He got all heart. He will give you 100% effort. And then you have Royzer, who's a good spark plug. A very good spark plug. That's all I can really say here. The team shot 40% from the field, 34% from the three-point range, rebounded 49 rebounds, 22 assists, 17 turnovers, but that's better than the 76ers who had like 24. So that's pretty much it. The Boston Celtics young talent is looking good. Yeah, let's see what happens in the season because they look like they have a good upside going into the season. But I just like this lineup. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward, Kyrie Irving, and Al Horford. I like that lineup. I really do like this lineup. They benefit from each other. You have defense from Jaylen Brown. Gordon Hayward just spreading the floor too. He could shoot the ball. He could score from inside and out. Pass the ball, rebound sometimes. Kyrie Irving, he's a scoring machine. You know that. Al Horford is an overall guy. He's a triple-double waiting to happen. Jason Tatum, another spark plug, like a good scorer. You got a solid lineup. You got scoring all over the place. So, let's see what happens. So, peace out for this video. The New York Knicks coming up next.